Good morning, Miss Russell.
How you doing?
How are you?
Great.
Um, so it looks like to me you're wanted out of North Carolina, specifically Wake County, for felony felony probation violation, another probation violation, another probation violation, and a misdemeanor probation violation. So it's like three felony probation violations and a misdemeanor probation violation. What's more is that you were on bond for a fraud case here. God, bond was at nearly $500,000. It looks like that was just recently disposed
But
of.
let's stop here for a second. $500,000 is a price tag no ordinary working person could ever pay. Does this really keep the community safe? Or does it just punish the poor while the rich buy their way out? The system calls it justice, but for many families, it feels like ransom. Bail was supposed to ensure people show up to court, not destroy their lives before trial even begins. What do you think? Fair protection or broken system?
On the
$500,000 for bond, imagine that. Courts set these sky-high amounts when they think the defendant is a real flight risk or a repeat offender. But here's the debate. Does money bail ensure justice, or just keep poor people locked up?
this month as well.
I got time for it.
Well, 180 state jail, I guess, right? So Amy, what's going on now?
Yes, so no nutrition fresh on the fire. You're still processing jump on.
So there's a pre-signed waiver.
Yeah, we already entered it on October 17th.
Got it. So a couple things you need to understand. Depending on where you get on probation, when you get on probation, especially on felony cases, you sign something that's called a pre-signed waiver. You sign a document saying, okay, look, by signing this probation, I agree to waive formal extradition so that you can never fight extradition if you're ever picked up in another state, another county, or whatever. In that respect,
Think about how heavy that is. You're basically signing a blank check against your own freedom, promising in advance that if you ever slip up, you could be dragged across state lines without question. No court hearing, no chance to argue, just straight back in cuffs. It's a legal shortcut that saves the system time, but takes away your last offense. Should people under pressure in court really be forced to sign away rights like that? Or is this just efficiency at the cost of fairness?
even if I wanted to give you a bond, I can't because you've already waived the extradition as it is. So I can't give you a bond. We typically just wait, and as a matter, 30 days they have to come pick you up, not the normal 14, because it's a pre-signed waiver. At that point, it's a 30-day wait that we give them for North Carolina to come get you.
I came court date. I signed my waiver on the 16th. My day started on the 16th, 14th. But my mama talked to my attorney. They said they're not coming to get me, sir. So 30 years old, they're not coming.
Well, and if that's the case, then once the 30-day runs, at that point they'll issue a nollie, and then they'll get out of here.
On the 16th, my day started on the 16th. I'm on there. I signed my waiver, and they said that you signed off on it for an extra 5 days. They said that for an extra 5 days. My
But
attorney.
it's still within the 30 days, right, Amy?
Yes.
Still within the 30 days.
Yeah.
So it's still, I mean, we're not doing anything to you.
For the extra 5 days, they said they didn't want you to come and get me. If they don't come and get me by November 4th, do y'all release me?
What's the date?
Remember the last reset date is in our long-term time frame. So we have her next reset to you.
Have you spoken to North Carolina?
Yes, and they're still for the done.
So they've spoken to North Carolina. North Carolina is still interested in you, and they're indicating that they're going to come get you. So I don't know who your mom talked to, but they're talking to the sheriff's office and the DA over there, and they've indicated.
Can you tell me why? So the 18th and my day started on the 16th. I signed with you on the 16th. Can you tell me that, please? I signed on the 16th, sir.
So the 15th was the original waiver.
Yeah.
About 14 days, then we had to extension of the
So it's 5 days from the 14th. That's
So
what
like,
it is.
she can go down.
No. Remember, it's a 30-day window that they have to come get you, not the
And
14th.
on the 16th, I didn't go to court on the 18th, I signed on the 16th. That's what I'm not understanding, I got the papers.
Okay? I mean, it's still within the 30 days. Okay. So they have up to 30 days. Sometimes they need a little bit more time. As long as it's within the 30 days, it's fine. It's not an issue. They have up to 30 days to come get you.
What you mean by the?
So I don't know what the actual day that they're gonna come. I have no idea. So I'm not gonna commit to an answer for you because I just don't know what day they're actually gonna come. It's just that they have 30 days to come get you, and that's what's gonna happen. Don't talk to her.
So if November 5th, they don't come and get me, then what? I gotta come back to court, or what? That's what I wanna know. I'm not
No,
understanding.
they have until the 16th of the following month. Theoretically, they have 30 days to come get you. Now, we try to get them to come quicker, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on how many other people in other jurisdictions, other states that they have to come get. They try to do everything at one time so they don't continue, because every time they come pick you up, it's $3,000 there, $4,000 there. So they try to do everything at one time to maximize spending, so they're not wasteful. When you get on probation, fulfill your probation. Because when you don't, and when you end up with these violations, this is what happens.
I'm perfect. Thank you.
Wow, that's aggressive. Hey,
Thank you, Judge. Can I be
thanks,
excused?
Anna. Of course.
Yeah.
Come on.
Approaching on lunch, he is here this morning.
Okay.
Did have a doctor's appointment yesterday morning. He sent me to come.
What's wrong with your leg, Mr. Thomas?
Big car accident. So he says he's doctor sometimes. I think he'd be able to go to jail.
You driving the car in the accident?
He's here.
I don't think you're supposed to be driving. You're not supposed to be driving. We're in the car accident.
I see he was a car driver.
You signed an affidavit promising me not to drive. Now you're driving. Now you get into a car accident. Did you have a breath test device in your car?
I have the portable.
No. Anytime you are to drive, you're supposed to have an interlock in your car. He is driving, and he's not supposed to be driving, and he doesn't even have an interlock in the car.
Like the court had.
You're supposed to have an interlock in a car, Mr. Thomas. I'm taking you into custody today. The other thing that I'm going to do, Sir Thomas, is that you will now be required to pay the $1,500 fee to DPS, and if you fail to pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit in jail. $100. You're now going, how much is the court cost in this case? From now on, you are not my problem anymore. This DWI is going to go on your record. This now makes two. What happens on your next one? 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Apparently, everything that we've done with you here was not enough to get your attention. I ordered you not to drive any vehicle that didn't have an interlock. I had you sign an affidavit promising me not to drive until you had court approval and you had an interlock in your car. And you drove. You are now in an accident. You are lucky that I'm going to even follow this deal. But as a part of this deal, I want you to understand you will now be required to pay all fines, fees, court costs associated with this case. And like I said, if you fail to pay even one iota, Every $100 that you owe, you will spend 1 day in jail. You are now going to owe to the tune of around $7,000. And if you fail to pay, every $100 is in jail. So you can now calculate how much you will spend in prison if you fail to pay. Do you understand?
Yes.
At some point, we now need to reach you, tell you what you're doing is not okay because you keep and continue to do and violate court orders. Like I said, I will issue the capias on this case if you fail to pay, number one. Number two, you're not my problem anymore because you will be facing prison time from now on. So I truly hope that you get the fact that if you ever have any kind of substance in your body, any smell of anything funky, and you pulled over. Have you been to penitentiary before? How many times have you been to penitentiary? You now are a 15 to life case if you pick up another DWI because they can use your prior pen trip to enhance you to a 15 to life if you ever pick up another DWI. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You
This
can
is
be
the part people rarely talk about. Jail isn't the only punishment. The financial avalanche that follows can ruin someone just as badly. Imagine walking out of court not just with a record, but with thousands of dollars in debt hanging over your head. These fees pile up and trap people in a cycle they can't escape. At that point, is the court really correcting behavior, or is it creating permanent poverty? That's the side of justice nobody in power wants to address.
you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can either change this or undo this. I'm now going to sentence you to 30 days in jail. How much credit does he have? He has 1 day credit. 4 days credit? Look it up. 4 days? Okay. 4 days credit. You will be required to pay all fines and fees and court costs. I am suspending your license. I am suspending your license for 2 years. Do not drive. Do you understand? I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care where you have to go. I don't care what you have to do. You get into a car and drive, you're going to be back here with me. And I'm going to tell you now, it's not going to go well. Do you understand?
So I do.
What are the fines and fees and costs for you? You now owe $1,440 that you're going to pay. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, seeking offense? I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to it. Oh. Is it true that you had a prior DWI in here in 2021? Is it true that you had a prior aggravated assault of a family member
Yes.
in 2023? I think it's only the first one because he's doing 30 days. So just do the first enhancement. All right. Does it? Thanks, Connor. Gotcha. Okay.
Tested positive, Your Honor.
I don't, I mean, one time in there wasn't enough? Apparently not. You're still testing positive for marijuana. Where do we go from here?
Cowboy wasn't one. No. Can I tell you? Secondhand smoking.
Yeah, secondhand smoke.
Yeah, what's that?
I believe that.
They don't want to hear it.
I
They don't want
understand, I understand this. I understand it.
to.
When was the last couple times, before the last 2 days, when was the last, guys, when was the last time Mr. Cabrera tested? It never even stopped. We took him into custody when? When did we take Cabrera?
Let's be honest. The world has moved on when it comes to weed. States are legalizing it. Businesses are making millions. Yet in this courtroom, someone's freedom still hangs in the balance over the same plant. This isn't just about one defendant. It's about two Americas. In one, marijuana is a booming industry. In the other, it's still treated like a dangerous crime. Shouldn't justice evolve with society? Or are we stuck watching people's lives ruin for something the rest of the country is already cashing in on?